Are you trying to learn something new? Or studying for a test? Reviewing old concepts? Or just learning for fun? You've come to the right place. Easy Science will tell you everything in nice detail in a short amount of time. So, today's topic, the atom. What is it? Well, an atom is the smallest unit of matter with chemical properties. They are very small, in fact the smallest unit of matter, just like I said. 100 picometers each to be precise. They're small enough so you could use classical physics to determine their physical states and physical behavior. If they were smaller, it would have gone very difficult to predict how they behave or what they do. Now, let's talk about what's inside an atom. Inside, as you can see in this photo, there are lots of different things labeled. Just like in this photo. This is not really how an atom looks here, because that's just a way so you can see in the diagram. This is more of how it looks inside. Main component of the atom is the nucleus. It's like the nucleus of a cell, has all the large mass and is the most important part. The nucleus contains protons and neutrons. I'll explain them shortly. The particles revolving inside the atom but not inside the nucleus, spaced apart, are the electrons. The nucleus is very small in the atom. It takes up only just a bit of volume. The electrons spin freely around it, having electrical charges, just like protons. Like I said, there are three main parts of the atom, well, excluding the nucleus. The neutron, the proton, and the electron. The proton is a subatomic particle with a charge of +1, elementary charge of +1. That means it has a positive charge. The electron has an elementary charge of -1, unlike the proton. But the neutron, like in its name, neutr, is neutral, having no charge. Sorry for the bad writing. So 0. Only the neutron and proton are found in the nucleus. Well, I'll write that with N, oops, here. Okay, both of them are in the nucleus, and the electrons are in the outer rim of the atom. So I will write that down. So both the proton and neutron also have similar weights, both having 1 atomic mass unit, 1 AMU. I'll explain what an AMU is later. Electrons have very, very small mass. This many atomic mass units to be more exact. I'm not going to pronounce that because that's going to take a lot of time. Also, the neutron and proton are called nucleons, bound by atomic force to create the atomic nuclei. We'll discuss that in a different video because it's a tough concept. First off, the AMU, or atomic mass unit, is the measurement used to measure the mass of atoms. Well, the one atomic mass unit is a proton, so you could see how atoms measured like that. The second one we're going to talk about is the atomic number, which just measures how many protons are in an atom. For example, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1 because it has 1 proton. And the atomic mass unit of hydrogen would also be 1 because of it only having 1 proton, nothing else. Like I said, the electron doesn't really matter. so the atomic mass unit is about 1 of hydrogen. The third I'm going to talk about is the mass number. Mass number is how many combined neutrons and protons there are in an atom. Hydrogen has a mass number of 1, but something like helium has a mass number of 4, an atomic number of 2, and an atomic mass unit of approximately 4 too, because it has 2 neutrons and 2 protons. That's why the mass number is 4, because 2 plus 2 would be 4. Relative atomic mass, or atomic weight, is the average of all the masses of the element's isotopes. So the atomic mass of, or relative atomic mass of helium would be 4.0 something something, because all the other isotopes of helium might have a larger atomic mass, but since they're less frequently seen, they'll have a smaller effect on the relative atomic mass. So basically you're doing a weighted average of all the atomic masses, which would be represented by AR. Like shown here, 69% of copper is this isotope, the other is this one, 31%. They just multiply the atomic masses of them by their atomic weight, or the atomic masses of them by the percentage that they're found in nature. Then you add them together to find the relative atomic mass. So in this one, it would be, you could do the calculation now. The one with 69% in the atomic number 63 would be 63 multiplied by 0.69 plus 65 multiplied by 0.31 be equal to, here I'll give you the, which would be 63.62, which is very close to the relative atomic mass of copper, because there are lots of other isotopes that might add plus or minus the atomic mass that you got. But to a certain point, you have to stop adding isotopes, because they could be very large quantities of them. An element is something that only contains that one type of atom. So hydrogen is an element, because the one atom of hydrogen, the element, is the only one persistent in that, so it's called hydrogen. More specifically, the hydrogen element will assign the one specific atom to itself by chemical properties. By saying, like, give me an atom with atomic number 1 and relative atomic mass, or atomic mass of 1. Then the atom would be assigned to it. The atom would be called hydrogen, or the element would be called hydrogen. So they're basically the specific atoms, the names given for the specific atoms. Dmitri Mendeleev was a Russian chemist who was most notably known for formulating the periodic table. You might have seen the periodic table before, but it's very useful in chemistry. It gives a full list of all the elements and some of their properties, like atomic mass and other things. Also, it can label what type of elements they are, like metals, non-metals, polar metals, etc. Dmitri Mendeleev also used the periodic table to find 8 new elements, predict their properties, like atomic number. The columns in the periodic table are called groups. You could find groups of like 1, 2, 3, etc. The horizontal groups, or columns, are called periods, just so you know how to use and find atoms or elements on the periodic table. So now a recap on what we learned. We learned what the atom is, the nucleus, the proton, neutron, electron, the sum of atomic particles, what the atomic mass is, atomic number, mass number, relative atomic mass, periodic table, and the creator of the periodic table, Dmitri Mendeleev. Thank you for watching the video. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and comment. And if you want to see more science videos on this subject and other science math subjects, please subscribe. Help me out greatly. I'll try to post every week, maybe once or twice a week. So stay tuned for more videos. I've also created some playlists which you could check. I'll add some videos in there, and to make like a series type of thing. Thank you for watching again. This is easy science for you.